Hi, welcome in. My name's Bryant, and this is Comic Issues Daily from I Have Comic Issues. And today is September 2nd, and we got a big lineup of comic book news, industry updates, and even some TV buzz that ties back into the comic book world. If you're into Marvel, DC, Image, and Archie, or just love hearing about where the industry is headed, you're in the right place. Let's dive right into today's top story. Marvel serves up meals to astonish, issue number 1. Marvel announces something brand new and honestly pretty unexpected. Meals to Astonish number 1, which drops on December 3rd, 2025. This one shot collects the Test Kitchen Infinite Comics and also adds brand new stories from creators like Steve Orlando and Ken Ninora. I probably butchered that. I apologize, and others. Here's the hook. This isn't just another superhero adventure. It's a comic centered around food and cooking, but it still ties right into the Marvel Universe. We're talking Peter Parker and the Daily Bugle food critic covering a high-end restaurant opening when Rhino suddenly crashes through the walls, or Anna Amia, a chef whose food truck gets destroyed during one of Iron Man's battles, only to have Tony Stark himself step in and offer her a new opportunity. And of course, Marvel fans will be thrilled to see the return of Jeff the Land Shark in a hilarious kitchen misadventure called Jeff's Table. But the part that makes this book really stand out, the issue will include actual Marvel-themed recipes. Readers can literally try cooking the meals that appear in the story. Marvel's been leaning into creative crossovers with real life, like cocktails, cookbooks, and themed merch. But this is one of the first times they've ever embedded recipes right into the comic itself. So is it a novelty? Sure, but it's also a clever way to bring in casual fans who might love cooking shows and foodie culture as much as comics. I like Top Chef and stuff, so this might be pretty interesting. Next, we got Abrams ComicArts moves to Lunar Distribution. Let's talk about a big shift in the comic distribution world. Abrams ComicArts, known for publishing titles like The Essential Peanuts, Marvel's line of illustrated graphic novels, and a wide range of art books, is officially moving its distribution to Lunar. Why does this matter? For years, Abrams hasn't really had a strong presence in the direct market, and that's your local comic shops. A lot of their books were mainly found in bookstores, specialty shops, or online. By joining Lunar, Abrams is signaling that they want their material in the direct market, in the hands of the direct market retailers, right alongside DC, Image, and other publishers already using Lunar. For comic shop owners, this means new opportunities to carry recognizable pop culture and art titles that might appeal to broader ranges of customers. And for fans, it could mean you'll start seeing Abrams books in your pool box without having to hunt them down at Barnes & Noble. Next, we got Archie and the Army of Darkness crossover. Okay, let's get a little wild. Archie Comics and Dynamite Entertainment have announced a new crossover. Archie meets Army of Darkness. That's right, the wholesome world of Riverdale is about to collide with Ash Williams and the Evil Dead universe. This isn't Archie's first time crossing into horror. We've seen titles like Afterlife with Archie, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and crossovers with Predator and Kiss. But this time, they're teaming up with Dynamite's cult horror icon, Ash, chainsaw hand and all. Early teases suggest this is just the beginning of multiple blockbuster crossovers. That means Archie might be opening the door to more partnerships with publishers that own other big IPs. For collectors, crossovers like these often generate buzz and oddball keys. For readers, it's a chance to see just how absurd and entertaining it can get when Riverdale teens meet the Necronocon. Oh boy, I butchered that one. All right. This week's release, September 3rd, or Wednesday, September 3rd. Now let's run down the new release hitting shelves tomorrow, Wednesday, Highlights from DC side include ongoing series like Poison Ivy, Batman, and the latest Superman titles. Marvel's got Gwenpool #5 and ties into their current line and tie-ins to their current line-wide arcs. Over at Image and Skybound, Void Rivals #23 launches the new Unity storyline, which could have long-term implications for their shared universe. And IDW is putting out some creator-driven projects like Blood Honey. These release lists are always worth checking before you head to your local LCS, both to make sure you don't miss the big books and also pick up those under-the-radar titles that might heat up later. Some of the highlights to take a closer look at, we're going to have Poison Ivy issue #36. G. Willow Wilson continues Ivy's critically acclaimed run, and artist Akgun Ilhan brings sharp detail. Ivy's been evolving from eco-terrorist to more complex anti-hero, and this issue promises big choices for her character. And then we got Gwenpool #5 by Cavan Scott and Stefano Nissis are back with everyone's favorite fourth wall breaking chaos machine. Gwenpool's meta storytelling always plays with comic tropes, and this issue looks to continue that energy. Then we got Void Rivals #23 or issue 23. Robert Kirkman and Connor Hughes kick off a new arc called Unity. This is important because Void Rivals has been laying the groundwork for a larger shared universe. Expect new alliances, bigger stakes, and possibly more connections to other Skybound titles. Then we got Blood Honey from IDW, written and illustrated by Sean Peacock. This book is a moody mix of high school romance and supernatural danger. Think teen drama meet gothic horror, and you got the pitch. A good one for readers who want something outside the superhero mainstream. And then from Bleeding Cool, they were talking about hey, quiet. Over at Bleeding Cool, their daily lying in the gutter roundup is buzzing about the Muppets do the Marvel Universe variant covers. It's exactly what it sounds like. The Muppets reimagined as Marvel heroes across variant covers. These fun, quirky covers have been trending for a couple of weeks now, and Bleeding Cool is calling them one of the sleeper hits of the fall. Collectors should take note because gimmick variants like the radar before suddenly spiking when nostalgia or demand kicks in. All right, quiet. All right, a little bonus segment for you. This is not necessarily comic book news, but this is comic book TV news. And this segment is about Penguin Season 2, or some information about that. Colin Farrell, who plays Oswald Cobblepot in the Batman, or Oswald Cobb in the Batman and the HBO spinoff The Penguin, has officially told fans not to expect the Season 2. His exact words were, "Just let it go, people." Showrunner Lauren LaFont has backed that up, reminding everyone that the series was always conceived as a limited run designed to bridge the gap between the Batman and a sequel, The Batman Part 2, which is set for October 2027. Even Casey Bowles, the head of HBO, acknowledges that while the show was a critical success with multiple Emmy nominations, there are no current plans to extend it. So enjoy The Penguin for what it was meant to be, a one-season deep dive into Cobb's rise to power, and a direct setup for the next film. That's today's roundup for Comic Issues Daily. From Marvel meals to Astonish, serving up recipes, and Jeff the Land Shark, to Archie battling deadites, to Colin Farrell breaking hearts with Penguin news. It's been a packed day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below. I want to know, what would you actually try cooking from the Marvel recipes? Or do you think this is just a fun, stupid gimmick? Let me know, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with the latest comic book news. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye.